How's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be my first pack opening on YouTube. It's actually going to be my first ever video on YouTube. And my wife made me promise that I'd have a little bit of FaceTime at the beginning so that you guys could get to know me a little bit. I'm not going to tell you my name just yet anyway, but um, thanks for tuning in, and I hope that you enjoy this. I'll probably say some of the same intro stuff in the opening part of the video because I didn't originally intend to have this little intro, but here I am. It's nice to meet you guys. I hope to get to know some of y'all through the comments. Hope you enjoy what I'm doing here, and yeah, if we're having a good time, then we'll open some more product, and you'll see the reactions of a total noob who's never opened Commander Legends before get really excited about opening a couple of pretty sick pulls, if I do say so myself. And I've got another box coming if this one does well, so let me know if you enjoy seeing it. But without further ado, here we go. All right, well, hello everybody. This is going to be my first product opening here on YouTube. This is a Commander Legends booster box. Draft boosters. We got 24 20 card packs in here. These are the ones with 2 commanders in each one. I'll just read you what it says on the back of the box here. Draft boosters may contain these cards. Each draft booster contains 1 foil, 1 rare or mythic, 3 uncommons, 13 commons, which is a lot of commons, and 2 legendary cards. Foil, mythic, showcase, or borderless card in less than 1% of boosters. So I don't know if that means that the etched foil is only in 2% of, or less than 1% of boosters. That would seem like a lower rate than I've heard other people say that they've gotten. I heard that my impression was that there was 1 or more, maybe a little bit over 1 per box on average. So I would be surprised if it was less than 1% in any etched foil. But we'll see. We're going to crack it open and see. I've never opened Commander Legends before, so I'm not really familiar with what's in them, what the money cards are. I have the price list pulled up here. So I know we're looking for Jeweled Lotus, Vampire Tutor, Mana Drain, Sakashima, Hull Breacher, Scroll Rack, and some others. So hopefully if we see one of those, we'll know to get excited. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of get right into it. So I got this box on Amazon. Amazon Prime, free delivery, all in for $103 and change. I think they did a restock on Amazon recently, because I know these were going for more on eBay. So my understanding was that they did a restock. So $103 I think is probably the best, best price that you're going to see on these. But as far as I know, it's a print to order kind of set. Print to demand, so I'm not really intending on, saving these and selling the box later or anything like that. I'm just interested in cracking it open and seeing what we have. I do have another box that I might try and draft at some point. I think the idea of a commander draft seems like a lot of fun. I've never had the opportunity to do one of those, so might try that at some point. Might open that box as well at some point in the future, or might just hold on to it and see if the prices do go up. But let's get started and see what we've got in here. It feels really thick is the first thing. Thick is the first thing I'll mention. I always like to smell the cards. I've been doing that since I was 12 years old. That's probably weird. I'm probably going to get some kind of, neurological disorder from the chemicals, but there's just something about the smell of a freshly cracked pack of cards. There's 20 cards in here, so it immediately feels like a really thick booster pack, more thick than what you're used to. Let's see. Anything good in the common slots? Probably not. I'm assuming that the legendary cards can become or can show up in the common slot as well. But I don't know if that's actually true or not. There might be only uncommon and rare and mythic commander cards. I'm not sure about that. But there are a lot of commons. I'm probably going to fill a binder with these and try to complete the set at some point or get pretty close to it, because there are just so many commons in this box. Got Open the Armory, Mindless Automaton, Armorcraft Judge, Nevin Riles Disc. Pretty cool looking art there. Here's one of the legendaries. Armix Filigree Thrasher, so we got legendary uncommon. 2 legendary uncommons. Malcolm Keen-Eyed Navigator. Our foil is a Scaled Behemoth. And then an Elf Warrior token. So we got 1 rare in that box, and a foil, or in that pack rather, and a foil uncommon. We'll try and make some piles that make some kind of sense. I don't really care about keeping the legendaries separated. I'll just put them in their rarity stack. Yeah, so like I said, this is my first box opening, first product opening, so be gentle, please, with me in the comments, but hopefully I'll be able to do some more of these in the future. I like opening product. I've done it quite a bit on my own, and I figured why not share it with other people, you know, and because I've always enjoyed watching other folks' box openings. Not everybody gets to do it, and it's just a good opportunity for me to have some more fun with it as well and share the experience with other folks. So hopefully someone out there finds it and enjoys it. Get all the way through this pile of commons over here is going to be this tall by the end of the case. Fencing Ace. You know, I always make fun of people that I see online for saying words wrong when they're opening cards. And here I am going to be saying all the words wrong. Burnished Heart, Ordeal of Nylea, Court of Ire is our rare. We've got a couple of uncommon legendaries. Inara Wolvid Familiar, Radiant Sarah Archangel, pretty cool looking card. A foil Kinsbale Courier. I think this looks like a Morningtide card to me. Yeah, it's a Kithkin Tribal, and then a treasure token. And there are going to be probably a couple of cuts during this. I have to kind of break up the opening over a few different recordings just because I've got a 2-year-old and I've got work and I have a lot of things. I just don't have the time to dedicate to sitting down and opening the whole box. But nothing's going to be touched. Nothing's going to be tampered with. This wasn't one of those boxes from Amazon where somebody opened up all the packs, took out all the good cards, and returned it or anything like that. I'm going to show you exactly, you know, what I see. So I apologize for the cuts. Hopefully in the future I won't be doing as much of that, but you will probably see a couple of cuts in this video. Furnace Celebration, Warden of Evos Isle, Nadir's Nightblade, Keeper of the Accord. I have a Honda Accord. I guess he works for me. Numa Joraga Chieftain, Zara Renegade Recruiter. We got a rare legendary. Ooh. So this looks different to me. This must be one of the etched foils. I've never seen an etched foil before, so I didn't really know what to expect. But that's what this looks like to my eyes. It definitely looks different than a regular foil. It's got more of a kind of a matte finish to it. It doesn't have the Pringle effect that the traditional common or the traditional foil does. So yeah, the one less than 1% as indicated on the box probably doesn't apply just to any etched foil because I've already pulled one in my third pack. But we got Rebek, Architect of Ascension, legendary creature, human artificer. Artifacts you control have protection from each converted mana cost among artifacts you control. Artifacts you control have protection from each converted mana cost among artifacts you control. That's interesting. And partner. You can have 2 commanders if both have partner. She sees beyond technology to what it enables. Glacian, Power Stone Engineer. Pretty cool. I actually really like the look of this card. I really like the look of the etched foil, and then this gold finish on this particular card. Sorry, I'm still learning how to put things in front of the camera, apparently. I think it looks pretty good. Hopefully the autofocus is going to pick up that, because I really do like the look of that card. I'll put the etched foils on a separate pile here. Keep it moving. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what kind of openings or stuff you guys would like to see. I have some kind of unusual stuff that I want to try and open and look at on this channel. I've got products like Magic Game Night that I might open and take a look at because I was going to play this to try and get some of my D&D friends into playing Magic, and I thought it might be a good introduction for them. Got some of the Challenger decks. The Challenger decks that just came out, I got the whole set of those, so I was planning on taking a look at them and just seeing what I thought. So if you guys are interested in seeing any of that stuff, or if there's specific sets you want to see, the thing that actually got me interested in opening product online was I opened a box of Ultimate Masters and pulled a Mana Vault, this one right here, and a Phyrexian Altar, and a full art foil reanimate, and got just some incredible value out of this box. And I was like, man, I wish I had that on tape so I could have shared it with other people. So I figured I'd start here. This isn't going to be anywhere near as good as that box, I can pretty much guarantee, but it was still fun to think about, you know, having that kind of experience on camera. Immaculate Magistrate is the rare. Nadir, Agent of Dusknell. Ooh, we got Sakashima. This is one of the ones that I think is pretty up there in the value department. I'm going to take a look at the price list. It's not foil, it's just the regular Sakashima, but Sakashima of 1,000 Faces Mythic is $25.77 market price on TCG Player as of today, April the 6th, I believe it is. So yeah, $25 pull here. That's a pretty good start in our fourth pack. Sakashima of 1,000 Faces, legendary creature, human rogue. You may have Sakashima enter the battlefield as a copy of another creature you control, except it has Sakashima of 1,000 Faces other abilities. The legend rule doesn't apply to permanents you control and partner. So pretty cool, pretty good pull there. I'm going to put her up here. I think it's a she. Let's keep it going. Hopefully we can get another hit like that. I apologize if I knock the camera around. I got kind of a tight setup here. One of my legs is between the the camera tripod, trying to work around it the best that I can. But yeah, growing pains with a new setup. The common pile grows. It's already about 2 inches tall. Vow of Lightning, Volcanic Torrent, Demonic Lore, Bio-Waste Blob, which is one of the card names that makes me not like to play green. Bio-Waste Blob, Kesket the Flesh Sculptor, Jace the Mind Sculptor's sick younger brother. I see another, Eligeth Crossroads Augur. We got another rare in here, rare commander, rare legendary. And then Gin Arcanum Weaver. We got a rare foil legendary commander as well. Sacrifice an enchantment, return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a pretty cool card. I'm going to put that up here with Sakashima. Those are just cards that I'm going to put straight into an inner sleeve after I'm done here. Yeah, there's so many comments in here, which is I'm sure is great for draft and will be good for trying to complete the set, but yeah, for a pack opening video, it's not necessarily the best. Vow of Duty, Hunter's Insight, Merchant Raiders, Apex Devastator. We got a mythic. That's pretty cool. 10 mana value. Not converted mana cost anymore, mind you, but mana value. Cascade, 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 Cascade. 10/10 with 4 Cascades. Wow. So you basically play everything in your deck if you can resolve this guy. That's pretty cool. I could see that being a lot of fun to cast. In Commander especially. Wow. Cascade, 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 Cascade. What a crazy card. Don't know if it's worth anything. We have Averna the Chaos Bloom. We've got a rare legendary here. We've got 2 rare legendaries in this pack. Averna the Chaos Bloom with very cool art. And Lisa Shroud of Dusk, which also has very cool art. We got an Elemental Shaman and Angel commander cards. This one says, as you cascade, you may put a land card from among the exiled cards into the battlefield tap. So this guy would work great with Apex. And then rather than pay the 2 for each previous time you've had to cast a spell from the command zone, pay 2 life that many times. Flying lifelink, whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life. Very cool. Yeah, I'm not a big commander player. I started playing Magic back when I was 12 years old. I was opening, starter decks of Revised and Ice Age. Then took a hiatus and came back around Morrowind, Morningtide, Shadowmoor block, and have been really kind of playing on and off since then. And just never really got into Commander. Never really got a deck together or got a play group together that had Commander decks, so I've never gotten the opportunity to really play with these kind of cards before, and I'm seeing this set honestly makes me really excited about the possibility because there's just such cool effects and such a wide variety of cards in your deck with the one of rule. So I'm excited to try and draft maybe that other box of Commander Legends that I have with some folks if I can find some people here in the Denver area who are interested. Scrap through all these commons. Looks like there's some reprints in here from previous sets because there's definitely cards that I recognize from the past. Scholar of Ages, Kanji's Lieutenant, Strength of the Pack, Court of Cunning is our rare. We have Thalis, Reverent Medium, Helena, Kessig Ranger. Would you play an uncommon card as your commander? I know there's 2 of these in every pack, and I imagine that's really for draft purposes, just to make sure that everyone has a lot of options. But I don't know, I just can't imagine really playing an uncommon commander unless it just really works well with synergy wise with the rest of your deck, I suppose. Or maybe I'm kind of missing the point there. But if anybody has an answer to that, let me know. Maybe not everyone's going to see a rare or a mythic, legendary in their packs that they open. We've got Supreme Will, Orzhov Advocist, Monstrous Onslaught, Command Beacon. Oops, didn't keep my commons separate. Command Beacon is our rare. I thought this card had some value. It's not on the first page, so it can't be more than $20, but it's a pretty cool looking card. Sacrifice Command Beacon, put your commander into your hand from the command zone. We have Ghost of Ramirez de Pietro. My name is Ramirez de Pietro. You killed my brother. Kedis Emberclaw Familiar. Haunted Cloak is our foil. Yeah, so there's some pretty neat cards. I'm actually going to put her up there too because I'm going to obviously sleeve up that etched foil as well. There's some interesting stuff in here. This looks like a really fun set to draft. I can understand why this is such a popular product right now, and why Commander is such a popular format. Ingenuity Engine, Volcanic Dragon, 3 visits. We have a Vault of Champions as our rare. Any dual land I imagine has got to be pretty valuable for Commander players. Vault of Champions enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Orzhov Colors. Miara, Thorn of the Glade. I think she's from Lorwyn as well, or one of those sets. Jury Master of the Review, and a preordained foil. Keep it going. There's only 24 packs in here, so we should be able to get through them pretty quickly, but I don't want to race through them either. Vow of Wildness. It's a pretty cool name. Slaughter the Strong. Guildless Commons. Blade Griff Prototype is our rare. There's Rebecca again in her regular form. Iktekic Salvage Splicer. And Strength of the Pack Uncommon Foil. I mean, we're pretty much guaranteed to hit a Jewel Lotus in this box, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how this works. That's what the seller told me on Amazon, was that I was guaranteed to get a Jewel Lotus. I think they said a Jewel Lotus in every pack, but that hasn't held true. Golem Artisan, Frenzied Saddle Brute, Shimmermere. Oh, we got a Mythic Hellkite Courser. I'll take any Mythic I can get. And I always sleeve them up. Togo Goblin Weaponsmith, Tuya Bearclaw. We got a rare foil Opposition Agent. Rare foil is always a good thing to see too. And I'm not really expecting to, get huge value out of this box, even at $100 a box. But the opportunity to open up a new product and the possibility of getting some really good cards is always just a fun combination. I like opening packs. They don't always have to be a big payoff to me. It's nice when they are, like that Ultimate Masters box that I opened with probably close to $500 of value in it. But yeah, even if I'm not making my money back, I'm not like a big card sale person necessarily. I've only sold a couple cards ever. But I might start selling more if I start opening more product. Dawnglade Regent is our rare. Pretty cool art there. Tormod the Desecrator. Ooh, we got a Mythic Legendary. Kamal, Heart of Krosa. Don't know what he's worth, but hopefully a few bucks. At the beginning of combat on your turn, creatures you control get +3/+3 and trample. One in the green, until end of turn, target land you control becomes a 1/1 with vigilance, indestructible, and haste. It's still a land and partner. That's pretty cool. Ooh, we've got an etched foil rare legendary here. Maybe all the etched foils are legendaries. That would not surprise me, I suppose, in this set. Blim, Comedic Genius. Whenever Blim, Comedic Genius deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of target permanent you control. Then each player loses life and discards cards equal to the number of permanents they control but don't own. I'm not even going to take the time to try and figure out the mechanics of how that works, but there are some really strange mechanics going on in this set, I'll tell you what. Sounds like fun, though. Sounds like something a Comedic Genius would like to do. So another really cool etched foil. I kind of expected these to have a texture to them. I'm not sure why. Just the word etched made me think that they were going to be kind of like, you know, etched feeling, but they just feel like a smooth surface. Cool looking card, though. I can imagine them going that way with all their foils. Maybe this is kind of a test bed for that. Because in my opinion, they look just as good. They don't have kind of that same depth in the artwork that you get with a foil sometimes, but the card itself is really nice looking, and it doesn't curl, obviously, which I imagine is why they're kind of trying that out. Yeah, big tall pile of comments there. Humble Defector, Interpret the Signs, Victimize. We've got an Austere Command. Commands are always fun cards to play. Dargo the Shipwrecker, Yearlock of Scorch Thrash, and a foil Fire Diamond. Yeah, so I've got a binder ready to start putting this set together in. I imagine between 2 boxes and 2 legendaries per pack and all these commons, I'll be able to, you know, get pretty close to a complete 1/0 set out of 2 boxes, and that's just a nice little collectible as well. Coastline Marauders, Thirstful Knowledge, Mask of Memory, Body of Knowledge is our rare. Imadi, Celebrant of Bounty. We've got a rare legendary. Nevinral, we saw him before, I think. Urborg Tyrant. And then a Prosperous Pirates foil. Haven't seen any really bomb regular foils yet. I don't even know if there are bomb regular foils in the set. I imagine they have copies of every rare and mythic and foil available. Maybe that's what's less than 1% is a rare or mythic foil, the regular foil. First Response, Nullcaster, Grafted War Gear, Court of Grace is our rare. Hazma, Guardian of Ereshkigal, Allahu, man, I really shouldn't have made fun of people for not being able to pronounce these. These are all with the proper names from the legendary creatures. This is tough. Alharu, Solemn Ritualist, and a foil Scrounging Bandar. If anybody plays in the Denver metro area and is looking for, you know, an in-person game someplace after COVID comes to a close, hit me up in the comments and let me know. Spectator Seating. Spectator Seating is one of those dual lands for Commander, which is pretty cool. I'd like to get a full cycle of those if I could. Ardent Intrepid Archaeologist, Glacian Power Stone Engineer, Foil Elvish Visionary. It's just a common, but still, that's a card that I imagine still sees quite a bit of play in other formats as well. And my understanding is that a lot of these Commander-only cards, a lot of these cards are not legal in other sets, but maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think a lot of them are Commander-only, or at least that was the assumption that I made. But then you see cards like Elvish Visionary as well. There's a lot of reprints to flesh out, you know, a set this size. Speaking of which, it looks like there's 361 cards in the set, so that's actually more than a binder's full if you had them all. Imperious Perfect, I've seen her before. Revenant. Aurora Phoenix is our rare. Feels like there's still a lot of cards in this pack. Oh, I saw an upside down card. Breaches, Brazen Plunderer. We have Belby, Corrupted Observer is a rare legendary. We have an upside down Siren Storm Tamer. And then a legendary common, Prismatic Piper, squeezed in between the token slot and the foil slot, which strikes me as probably a mistake. could have been a much cooler mistake if there was like a, you know, mythic etched card in there, but still, I'll take a bonus card. We're getting towards the bottom of the box here. Let's see if we can pull those Jeweled Lotuses that we were promised. Intangible Virtue, Lore Seeker Stone, Scaled Behemoth. We got a Vampiric Tutor. That's another one of the really desirable cards out of this set. It looks like, oh wow, $50 just in its standard form. So that's a pretty good pull. We've got two of them. We've got Sakashima at 25 and Vampiric Tutor at 50, so we're already at $75 in value just in those two cards. So we probably did pretty well with this box. Lathiel, the Bounteous Dawn. We got two rare legendaries here. Again, Arcanum Weaver and a foil Wild Celebrants. Pretty happy with that. Can't complain. Yeah, I might go through and put some prices on the screen with some of the, you know, cards that are saleable, $2 or more. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that or not, but just having those two cards alone is pretty cool. Codex Shredder, Meteoric Mace, Confiscate, Elvish Dreadlord is our rare, Siani Eye of the Storm, and Abomination of Llanowar. We got a Fin-Clade Fugitives foil. Well, no, so we got another Prismatic Piper in that spot in between the foil and the token. So maybe there's something about that slot or this card being colorless commander. I don't know. In the comments, let me know if anybody understands what's going on there. But that seems a little bit weird to me. I should have counted how many cards were in that pack. But yeah, these really do. It's just the thickest pack of cards I've ever opened. It feels like a grip just coming out of one pack. Pen and Blade, Lightning Rig Crew, Hero's Blade, Archon of Coronation. We got a mythic there. Sorry for the messy piles. I can't move my arm any further to the left or I'd bump into the camera stand, so kind of got to do this thing. Kanji Skywarden, Falthus Shadowcat Familiar, and a foil Tuya Bearclaw. We're down to the last four packs here. Let's see, that Jeweled Lotus, to make up for all the packs we've opened with that one, the last pack will probably just have 20 Jeweled Lotuses in it. So I imagine that's what we're going to see in this pack over here. It's 20 Jeweled Lotuses. Siren Storm Tamer, Faith's Fetters, Brass Herald, Kamal's Will is our rare, Captain Vargas Wrath, Brenolin the Moonkraken, a foil Sisay is right, Sisay that walk, and a dragon token. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for some in-person play groups in the Denver area. If anybody's interested, I've never really found a play group out here. I play on Arena a lot. Used to play Magic Online, but not so much anymore. But I really would like to get an in-person group together, whether it's at a store or just at home or whatever, to play whatever, to play Commander, to do some draft, to do some Standard, or I'd like to put a Modern deck together. Any kind of in-person Magic has just been way too long for me. Bloom Comedic Genius, we remember him. Brazen Freebooter. So yeah, if you're in the Denver metro area and you're curious about starting a play group, let me know. Or if you know of a good shop that already has one going on, F&M or other times of the week, I would love to hear about it. Horizon Scholar, Feast of Succession, Arcane Signet, Rings of Brighthearth. I remember that card. I don't know if it's any good anymore, but I definitely remember it. Azumi the Dreadtide. We have another rare Commander, Arkelos Lagoon Mystic, and a foil Spontaneous Mutation. There's that Prismatic Piper again in that spot. That's probably the third or fourth time. If the Prismatic Piper is your commander, choose a color before the game begins. The Prismatic Piper is the chosen color partner. So very strange card and very strange placement in the same place in the pack over and over again. Don't know if that's on purpose or not. The more I see it, the more I think it has to be. But yeah, if anybody knows the secret there, please let me know. Last pack, guys. And I think we really got ripped off on the Jeweled Lotus department. Like I said, I was expecting one in every pack, and so far haven't gotten any. So I might just have to request a refund on this box. Opposition Agent is our rare. Rograth, son of Roga, which is not at all how you say either of those words, I'm sure. Anointer of Valor is our foil. So no Joe Lotus, but we did get some pretty cool stuff and a couple of big hits, and I know for sure we got Archon of Coronation, the Vampiric Tutor right there is $50 by itself. Belby Corrupted Observer, a really cool etched foil, rare commander here. We got Kamari Heart of Krosa, not sure what he's worth, but he's a mythic commander, so he's probably worth something. Opposition Agent, Hellkite Courier, or Courser, a cool looking etched foil, Rebek, Apex Devastator mythic, which might be worth something just because it's the craziest card I've ever seen. Glen Arcanum Weaver, and then Sakashima was the first card that we opened of note at $25. So at least $75 just in these two cards right here for $103 costs, and I imagine we can make up the rest in the the remainder of these cards if we wanted to. I'll probably just put them in my collection for now, but yeah, pretty fun box to open. Glad to be able to share the experience with you guys, and I hope you had some fun, and let me know in the comments what you want to see me open next, and I'll get an order in. All right, I just wanted to show you guys real quick the how much of the set we were able to complete with that one box. Got the binder here, and I think that on, well, not even really on average, almost exactly, we got 2 of every common and 1 of every uncommon, and obviously just kind of a mixed bag of probably, I don't know, half the rares, something like that, maybe a little bit less, and a handful of the mythics. So if you wanted to get a playset of a commander set, a playset of Commander Legends, 2 boxes would do it for commons, and that would give you about 2 of each uncommon and probably most of the rares. So just wanted to let you guys see the completion that we got out of one box. Like I said, there was a ton of commons. The common stack was this high, as you saw. But pretty cool set nonetheless. There's a lot of artifacts in this set, not surprisingly, I guess. But yeah, I think I'll probably open one more and make this binder really thick and see what else we can pull. But our big pulls out of this one were that Vampiric Tutor and Sakashima, and there was a handful of other really good ones too. I'll probably do a screen cap of my my card list on MTG Goldfish so you guys can see the value of what we pulled. Yeah, so as you can see here, we got 78% of singles from the set with that one box, which is pretty cool if you're looking for set completion. 31% of play sets. I'm not sure what this means because I only got 4 of maybe 2 or 3 cards. So yeah, if someone can explain to me how MTG Goldfish defines a play set, that would be great. But at least this number, I think, is worth looking at. 78% of singles. These are the cards that I got in order of price. As you can see, the overwhelming majority are bulk. But we got a Vampiric Tutor, 52. But this MTG Goldfish's prices are a little high, I think. But Vampiric Tutor at 52. Sakashima at 27. We got a regular and a foil opposition agent, so $15.74, and then the foil version was $20. It's not on this list; it's on the foil list. Apex Devastator was $11, more than I thought this guy, the Cascade guy, was going to be worth. And then quite a few others that are in the $7 to $2 range. So summing it all up is $169.11 according to MTG Goldfish, which again I think is a little bit high. Maybe it's closer to like 145, but as you remember, I paid 103 for the box, so a bit over $40 in profit probably all in, which is if I was to sell them all, which is pretty good for a set like this in my opinion. And it was a lot of fun to open. So I've got one more upstairs that I might open up and add to the binder, and I've got another one coming from Amazon in a couple weeks when they restock, and I'll probably hold on to that one for drafting because I really want to draft this set if I can if I can do that. So I think that'd just be a lot of fun. It looks like there's a lot of cool mechanics, and I think my goal in life is probably to resolve this card, Apex Devastator. But I also want to open a Jeweled Lotus, so I'm gonna probably open that one more box and let you guys take a look at that. I was able to do the whole opening without any cuts in the video, which was great. It didn't take quite as long as I thought it would, but thanks for sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know what you want to see next in the comments. Thanks again, guys. Take care.